Hola, hola, mis amigos preciosos. Your friendly neighborhood missionaries here with her first missions update for 2025. If you're new here, my name is Kayla and I'm a missionary to the deaf of Mexico, and I make animated Bible stories in Mexican Sign Language. And this is my vlog, Beans, Rice, and Jesus Christ. Without further ado, let's talk about what's been going on in this small little corner of the world. First thing January, my team and I had our planning meeting for the year. We have lots of goals for this year, so stay tuned to see what God does with the deaf community. Speaking of goals, one of mine is to continue to work on my Spanish fluency so that I can start learning sign language eventually. But until then, I've been going to school here in the city. We also had an opportunity to visit and support a new deaf church in Tijuana with an event they were hosting. So a bunch of us drove up, enjoyed some birria on the way, and worshiped with our brothers and sisters. On January 6th, there's a holiday called Dia de Reyes, which means King's Day, where you eat rosca de reyes, which is a large ring of bread with green and red jellies on the top, and a little plastic baby Jesus inside of the bread. According to Wikipedia, the ring shape represents the never-ending love of God, and baby Jesus represents, well, baby Jesus, obviously. And some of our deaf friends really wanted to celebrate. There's a little game involved where you all take turns cutting into the bread, and whoever finds baby Jesus needs to make tamales for everyone on February 2nd, or Dia de Candelaria. And guess who got Niño Jesus this year? Well, not just me. Turns out there were 3 plastic Jesuses in the bread, so the responsibility fell on me, Andrea, and Jasmine. Everyone came to my house on February 2nd to eat tamales, which we bought. Tamales are a lot of work, if you know, you know. And we played games and fellowshipped, and it was just like a really fun time. I also hosted a Galentine's event on February 14th. We got to know some of the deaf teens that frequent the local community center. We made bouquets, played loteria and darts, and enjoyed lots of snacks and laughs. And then boom, the following day, we had a medical and dental clinic, and we partnered with a Chinese church located in Roland Heights, California. And this congregation boasts a ton of doctors and dentists. We had interpreters go from Mandarin to English to Spanish and then to sign language. And once again, I was in charge of hot dogs because they just can't replace me on that grill, I guess. And finally in March, I had the pleasure to attend my mission board's yearly missions conference. It was really special because I was commissioned and prayed over by the board of ministry and the entire conference. And also just getting to hang out with fellow missionaries from all over the world, amazing and encouraging brothers and sisters in Christ, is always really, really refreshing for me. It's so beautiful! And it started snowing in Missouri. I was so hyped. In the last part of March, my team and I went on our first retreat as a team. We drove 10 hours to this sleepy little town called Guerrero Negro to witness God's incredible creation via gray whales, cactuses, sunsets, and s'mores. And that brings us to my favorite segment, Seasoned Saints, where I interview missionaries who have gone before me and ask them what they wish they knew before going onto the field. And for this segment, I have a family who is very near and dear to my heart, the Lopez family, Luis and Audrey Lopez, and their 4 kids, Juju, Lily, Mateo, and baby Ezekiel. They are missionaries in Ensenada as well and church planters. They're actually my sending church. So here's some wise words from Pastor Luis.
There are 2 big advices that I can give for any missionary that's on the field or is about to go to the field. The first and foremost priority is to make sure that you have a real strong walk with Jesus, a daily walk with him as far as reading the Bible daily and in prayer. Because if you don't have a strong walk right now, when you get to the field, it won't be there. That walk is what's going to help you get through some very tough times and tough, hard things in ministry. The second thing I would say is to make sure keep the main thing on the mission field, and that's winning souls to Jesus, because that's what we're called to do in the Great Commission, to reach people for Jesus, because that's going to be the greatest encouragement as you go through sometimes hard times and difficulties. But when one soul comes to Christ, when one soul comes to Jesus for salvation, it reminds you as far as why you're on the field. The third thing I would say is watch out for Nephilims and watch out for Bigfoots and Sasquatches.
And that's a wrap for quarter 1 of 2025. It's been real. It's been cool. Bye.